Hi there, Libra. Welcome to Eyes to See Tarot and some random general messages from Spirit. We're just seeing what Spirit would like to tell you. And we're going to go through a lot of people and a lot of energies. So just hang out to the end, see if there's any messages that resonate with you. Sometimes I do get a little specific and I run off on just one person's story, but I think the messages, coaching, and advice is probably beneficial. So just hang out for that and see what comes about. Any messages from my Libra while I have them on the phone, please? You got anything to say to Libra? Anything you'd like to say to Libra? Libra, looks like they pinned you. You are up in your head about something. What is it? Oh, damn it, man. Okay, deliberation, deliberation, deliberation. Libra, what are we trying to figure out? You're trying to figure out something. There's something that you're pretty much deep in. Oh, how to relieve the stress, how to relieve some pressure, how to relieve some pain. Okay, so it could be that you're actually also taking inventory, right? I'm taking an inventory of personal, I don't know, emotions, taking inventory in my house, you know, what goes, what stays, what bills. The Pentacles are here. You know, how can I make this easier? Or maybe not make it easier. How can I just lighten the load some, you know? I don't see a lot of actual progression. Like I don't know if you're not asking how do I attain the next level, right? What do I do with all of the things that I have now, and how do I progress it? Or if you're just like, look, I'm fine where I'm at. Can you just make it cleaner, make it easier, make it to where it doesn't hurt so bad, or it doesn't cost so much? Or King of Pentacles. There is a sense of stability. So I get the sense that you're not necessarily wanting to leave, move, or change. I just need to streamline, make it easier, get rid of Hulu, you know what I'm saying, cut energy cost or something similar to that. And I'm really, really up in my head about how to do it. Or if do I need to cut cost, or do I need to make more money, right? It's a focus, and that's going to be a different conversation for each of you, actually. I also say just focus on what you actually do need. What is it, and what is extra? And I think that you're doing that. Like I said, the most part, you're not really taking it. Okay, so here is a message. It says that you're getting a lot of advice from a lot of different people, or a lot of different surroundings. There's a lot of opportunities, but you're not acting on any. Or, you know, like I said, there's a lot of advice from a lot of people that you're not acting on, or that people are giving you that they're not following themselves. But they could have followed it, like once, maybe. Anyway, I see there's information and solutions coming in from all areas, and you're not taking that first step. So that could be something right there. You could be being your own little blockage, like immediately shooting down an idea because it doesn't necessarily feel, or because you're not really subconsciously ready to move yet. I haven't had the pressure put on me to create this diamond yet, so my subconscious is stopping me from actually utilizing solutions that would benefit or get to where I'm going, because that pressure hasn't mounted yet. I just don't want to work on it. I don't want to do that. That's not where I want to put my attention. It's not what I want to do with my life. I don't want to make coffee mugs. I want to be a florist, right? But the thing is if I don't learn how to make coffee mugs first, then when I start my florist business eventually down the road, then I won't have little personalized coffee cups to put the candy in, to tie the balloons to put the flowers, you know what I'm saying? There's something about wax on, wax off Daniel's son in this situation. But for the most part, I see a lot of resistance from you to do what needs to be done to get what you're actually asking for. And like I said, again, I'm going to repeat it so that you fully understand it. I believe that this is subconscious, right? self-sabotaging, subconsciously self-sabotaging any kind of thing that you think that you want, right? And there's going to be a little bit of healing that comes in with that, because, you know, if I don't think that I'm worth it, then I won't be able to attain it for myself. And if I've been suffering in some sort of way, there's something in me that probably is telling me that I'm not worth it. I need to evict that motherfucker. That's what I need to do, because I am worth it. I've always been worth it, and I'm going to be worth it again. Now, I might be scraping my knees right now, but that's, you know, that's really none of your business. You know, and it's funny that because when I do rise like cream to the top, like I always do, the thing is that you're going to be asking me how I did it. You're going to be jealous of me. But the thing is that you just witnessed me at my lowest and you was kicking me, right? Instead of rooting me on because you knew I was going to do it. So how dare you be jealous of what I have coming? Now, those are just, like I said, side messages, motivational messages. That is not the reading, Libra. That's not the reading. That is motivational messages, because I believe in you, motherfucker. I do. Okay? So here we go. Back onto the tarot. There's a lot of different options. There's a lot of different avenues unfolding in front of you. Now, I see that here. I see that with the Eight of Wands. I see that with the Seven of Cups. I see that with the Seven of Pentacles, right? There just seems to be a lack of action on your part. Maybe you're still just exhausted. Maybe there doesn't need to be anything. Maybe this silence or this quiet time or this, maybe it was actually set for rest and reflection. You know, the solstice is coming up, Libra. I do see a new beginning. It is a time to rest and reflect and actually relinquish things that do not serve us any longer. And then be ready and prepare for what Spirit and the universe has to bring to our door. The returning of the light. Do you understand? And the thing is that with the Sun card, that kind of goes hand in hand, right? Right? The Two of Cups, right? I mean, the Four of Swords and the Sun card are reflective of the winter solstice coming right around the corner. Okay, so there we go. Rest and reflect, welcoming the new, welcoming the return of the light. What the fuck is this? I'm not giving what I want to receive. I'm not receiving what I'm putting in. There's some sort of hanging, being left hanging, expectation. There's another thought of expectation. Now that thought, that feeling could be getting in the way of you taking action and actually getting yourself out of this rut, or out and changing and growing and figuring out. See, some of you, it just could be like, do I get rid of Hulu or Netflix? You know, I'd love to go on a diet, but I can't afford the diet food, you know. So what's the most important? A lot of you, it could be very, very, very simple. But let's see this Two of Cups. Can I see more about this Two of Cups, please? And I also want to say, please add in the Judgment in reverse, because I don't know why my brain is connecting those two cards. Maybe it's the color combination, right? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What the fuck do you mean? Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is a missing tangible opportunity, right? There's an idea that you're not going to be prepared like the virgins with the oil in their lamp to go out and meet the husbandman, right? There's an idea to me that there's not going to be an ample amount of preparation, because you are dragging your heels right now on these opportunities. See the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't think that there is the Queen of Cups in the upright. think there's a possibility that you may be dragging your heels on something that Spirit does want you to do. And then when it comes about, turnabout is fair play, and you're in this situation where the money problems have not resolved themselves or something similar to that, that I do have to rest and rely more on my emotional being and my collectiveness, or my acceptance of such, right? When in all actuality, I should probably be accepting it now. They say, if you do it now, then you don't have to do it later. I'm thinking that what Spirit is putting in front of you is that rest and reflection and earnest kind of and because I'm not doing it, because I'm panicking, because I'm doing this, or because I'm doing that, or because I see the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. My only action is to work on it. That is my only real option, and I am thwarting myself from doing it. Now, okay, I got the confidence, right? I got the Queen of Cups, but if I am... Okay, let me break it down. If I do what needs to be done now when I don't feel like it, or I'm self-sabotaging, then later on down the line, I will not have to be there. But if I do not eat my dinner right now, it's going to be in the meal, in the refrigerator for breakfast or for dinner tomorrow, because eventually I am going to have to eat it sooner than later when it's fresh, instead of solidified concrete sitting there in your refrigerator, you know, not going anywhere, right? So, but the thing is that in order to progress, move that Judgment in reverse to the Judgment in the upright, some sort of ascending. The cards don't support it, but I have faith in you. Remember, I have faith in you. Okay, with that Queen of Wands, we're going to go ahead and we're going to seize it and we're going to conquer it. And I'm making it sound so much easier than it actually is, because when our subconscious is blocking information from us, we're not going to see the signs. We're not going to hear the songs. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do it because we're not ready, right? The thing is that the most important part, I think you're getting everything, kind of the wires are crossing, or the order in which the tasks are presented, or not the order in which the tasks you're trying to complete, but because you're not doing the tasks in order, then you're going to come out with a big jumbled mess, a big ball of necklaces kind of tangled in your jewelry box and incapable of wearing any of them. Okay. Libra. Okay, so what I got here is, I'm going to break it down for you. We have something we want to accomplish, right? We are up in our head and we're trying to decide and take inventory about how to get this monkey off our back and find some sort of solitude and peace. All right. We can't necessarily do that because everything that comes to us, our subconscious shoots it out the sky before we even have a thought to deliberate on this being the solution. So we're subconsciously thwarting the solutions that come to us. All right. So because we're doing that, we do need to rest and look around us. Not to take inventory, but a pure acceptance of where I found myself or where I find myself now. Get comfortable with it. Get really, really intimate and comfortable with exactly where you are, because that, I think, is going to fuel the fire to actually take action, to systematic suggestions that come through to us in order to get us what we want, right? All right. That's going to further open the door, and then I'll have at least maybe some movement. But if I do not rest and reflect now, that plaster of Paris is going to solidify in a space that I don't want it to solidify. I've got to work with the clay while the clay is capable of being worked with, right? Because once it hardens, that's it, okay? So, Libra. What else do I have for my Libra? Any other messages for my Libra, please? Any other messages for my Libra, please? Why you? Okay, I see the Knight of Wands. I see the Knight of Pentacles. A lot more action. Five of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Okay, so this is good news. But the thing is that it comes with the action that I was just talking about that you were subconsciously thwarting yourself on. So take a bath before you go to town kind of thing, right? Okay. So I have the Knight of Wands, but I have the Knight of Pentacles, right? Now, the thing is here is that I need less when I do more. Fuck it all. Okay, I need less when I do more. I'm going to give you an example, right? If I'm always tending the field, then I don't need to have the TV on at all. You get my drift? Because I'm never home to watch the TV. I don't spend a lot of time being sedimentary. I don't. Not sedimentary. Like dust or silt at the bottom of the river, right? Sedimentary. The Knight of Wands, right? Because I'm constantly moving, then actually, in all actuality, if I've got 3 jobs, then I only need a bed. I don't even need a refrigerator or food because I'm always eating out there, right? Does that make any sense? I don't know if it necessarily does because it's not going to encompass every situation or hopefully any situation. It's not going to encompass any situation that I'm talking to you about. It's going to only encompass the essence, right, of the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles being a little bit more tangible, materialistic things, jobs, apartments, cars, things like that, right? Now, the Five of Cups, right, is the lack of regret. See, I lost something, right? I lost something. Very, very sad. I'm mourning. I'm getting stuck there. Except now my Five of Cups is in reverse. So I am able to move out of that loss and lack mentality and be grateful for what I do have, right? And here comes the Ten of Pentacles, and I can go ahead and wait for it. Libra, this is going to be like pulling a truck out of the ditch for me. You being the truck in the ditch. And I don't know why it only feels like I have a horse or a mosquito hawk or something like that. And not to say that that horse or mosquito hawk in my fantasy land cannot pull this truck out. I'm just saying that we don't seem to be on a level. I ain't gonna lie, the message has to come out. Worried about paying rent, but you work as a housekeeper at an apartment complex or a motel. See, the cheapest rent that they have, extended stay. Move all your stuff into there. Now I don't even need a car. Now I always have cable, I always have water, right? I don't have to worry about the multiple bills. I just got to worry about the one. And I'm right there at work. So I don't have to pay people for rides, and I don't have to fix my car, and I don't have to do anything. I just... But according to the cards, I don't have to worry about you listening to that either. Okay, there's your Seven of Cups in reverse again. So this is denotive of some sort of clarity, right? Emotionally, I was drawn to and tied to a whole bunch of different answers, conclusions, solutions, things like that. But then it comes clear to me what my soul, what my energy actually does need, right? And I'm able to make a beeline to that answer, to that solution. Oh, and it is about some sort of submission. Again, like I said, that repetitive kind of energy. Like I said, if I submit to it, look it straight in the face and go, this is what it is. Then I'm not running from denial. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, and then I don't have to be faced with it in the long term. I look it straight in the eye, I deal with it now, and then it goes the fuck away. And I am able to progress, I am able to move on, I am able to move forward despite my challenges. Like, it's at what point do you have to look at yourself and go, I've been trying to walk, but my whole leg was cut off? But I've been trying to walk like I had two legs. The whole time there's a wheelchair right there. But I can't sit in the wheelchair because, it's embarrassing. Or I have not come to the conclusion that my leg was chopped off. I have not come to that assessment. I have not ever allowed myself, there's a Ten of Cups. I haven't ever allowed myself to really seep in and accept reality. Right? In a way. I'm not saying that y'all are all just walking around living in denial. I'm just saying that there's a lot of people and there's a lot of different messages. So if it's not your message, go ahead and let somebody else hear it. But I do see the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, whereas before I started talking, I did not see that. I saw a lot of repeating and stuck and repeating and stuck and repeating and stuck and solidifying and concrete, right? Now I'm seeing a little bit more opportunities, a little bit more flow, a little bit more, like I said, submission. Look it straight in the eye, deal with it for what it is, and then I might not have to deal with it ever again. We'll be allies at that point. Temperance. I see an emotional imbalance. I see turmoil. I see impatience, right? There's a lot of, I should have had this done already. Why can't I do this? That's also getting in your way, I think. Yeah, it's kind of one of those situations where that kind of energy or that kind of thought does definitely get in the way a lot of times. Bottom of the deck, a Strength card, right? Oh, right. Remember this guy? Like that submission? Submission to the truth, right? So in case you were wondering, because I also was wondering, where did I get that message from? Because it just sounded very, very rude that I would just pluck that from the air somewhere. There it is. Some sort of not conforming but submitting to reality, submitting to the truth, right? Seeing things for what they are and then being able to move past them. You can expect a lot of imbalanced emotions. I'd say try to regulate your emotions. That's a message for somebody. Try to regulate your emotions, even like maybe a behavioral health, where they try to balance your emotions through medicines or through therapy or something like that. Better able to get yourself in a position to where you can have a starting point or a jump off point, right? All right, Libra, that's pretty much all I have for you. I hope that I covered all your questions and concerns. I hope that I helped you navigate this indecision that you have and the way forward, illuminate it just a little bit. I hope you enjoyed the read. Please like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. And until then, Libra, thanks for stopping at Eyes to See Tarot.